If one also replaces the word son with son, wherever the former is found in the Bible, it will be discovered that every single verse fits the literal son and not a man. In fact, the verses make better sense. That's right, every time you see the word Son of God or the word Jesus, just in your mind, put there the word Son and think of the Son, and suddenly the Bible will come alive, and every passage will not only fit but make better sense than if it were a biography. And that is how the mythographs who pointed the image of Jesus are showing you the rays of the sun, the red cross of the equinox standing on the clouds, haloed with the sun, and the cross of the zodiac, the light of the world. Behold, he came with clouds, says Revelation 1. And yes, the sun does come with clouds. The Christians to this day raise their arms, and the old symbol of a car. Open any book on Egyptian mythology, and you will see the gods raising their arms. And that is known as a car, the king, to symbolize the soul. But just on the most primitive level, just observe the artwork. Look at the images that is being shown to you. The Christ haloed with light. Our Father, whose art in heaven, we hand our prayer with Amen. Literally meant the sun god. The word of Jesus in Revelations 22. I am the root, the offspring of David, and the bright and morning star. Many times that many of the patriarchs correspond to the sun, Solomon. The name is actually made up of three full names, three syllables that mean the name of the sun, and the three ancient languages of the world. Sol is the Anglo-Saxon for sun. Is the Hindu, and On is the Egyptian. So Solomon is nothing but the sun. There's no biographical character. You're not going to find him. You're not going to dig him up. He doesn't exist. Solomon, like Jesus Christ, is the sun. And everything that you are reading about Solomon is getting involved in is not a biography of a man. The Gospels are not a biography. The Bible was and is an astro-theological story of a sidereal myth. If one substitutes the words zodiac or constellations for the following terms, the scriptures begin to reveal their secret meanings. And I believe now that the writers of the Bible knew that. They had no intention of ever representing anything else, and they would have been astounded that modern generations would actually think that it was a biography. Because we're actually try to create a biography, you would have done a much better job than the one we have commented down to us. Even though the machinations and throwing away and burning of other books still would have made it look officially like a biography, if that had been the intention. But the algorithm somehow knew that everyone knows that this is the fable story. They would have not been able to comprehend how this is literally. This could have been taken so literally, and that the real the real, fewer, beautiful, and intriguing and mysterious meanings of it had to be thrown out. The early church fathers prohibited astrology. The Council of Toledo banned it forever. Nevertheless, 600 years later, the dates of the Pope's coronation were determined by the zodiac. The church heresy employed their own astrologers, and signs of the zodiac appeared all over the church furnishings, tiles, doorways, manuscripts, and baptismal fonts. Let's turn to something more sane. What is the message and myth and the man? We have this incredible story that can really be gleaned from it. We want to understand all distortions to learn more about its origins. But can anything be gleaned from this, or must the whole thing be cast aside? The Bible, the story of the Son, and the Son who personifies it, for good or bad, or both. The archetype and stereotype long since become immediately fused. The greatest story ever told has empowered but also disempowered the populace and enraptured perplexed the human mind. The story ending is not especially happy, nor is it conspicuously sad. It banishes futility as easy as it provokes it. We may question the hystericity of Jesus, but we cannot question the relevance of the Son and its mythic and symbolic significance. It is not that Christ is the light, but the light is the Christ. Horus and Set, Christ and Saturn, are but phenomena we call light and dark, expressing themselves physically and physiologically. It is light that will be with us until the end of the world, and not a man. As we have seen, the Bible is a story of light and not a man. It is therefore constitutes a scientific as well as religious epic.